favorite park again this morning. Just doing and being in nature. It's a gorgeous day here. It's going to be about 30 degrees. I think that's like 80 or 90 Fahrenheit if you're in the US. Um, yeah, we're just chilling out here in some gorgeous nature and talking all things manifesting. So, the topic we're going to talk about today is how to manifest really fast. Like, what is the fastest way to manifest? And truly, the fastest way to manifest anything is just to go straight to the end. Simply just go straight to the end and really saturate yourself in that end feeling of what it feels like. Now that you have everything that you desire, it's done. This sentence, it's done, it is done, is such a magical sentence because you can kind of just have a sigh of relief and be like, it's done. I don't really need to do anything. I just need to go to the end. It's done. I just relax. I just chill out. So I really want you to find some peace and relaxation with that and just trust that it is done and the bridge of events is just unfolding perfectly for you. There's nothing extra that you need to do. Just keep, leaning into your joy. One of my American friends says this to me a lot. Lean into your joy. I'm like, yes, it's so true. Just lean into what feels good for you, whatever that is, and know that your desires are meant for you. So going straight to the end, it really is the fastest way to manifest. And sometimes we get a little bit too caught up in trying to figure out the how and the when and how's this going to work. We try and make everything logical. I call it logifying. It's not a real word. But the fastest way to manifest is to just simply go to the end. And I think I've talked about this before in psychology. We use this, we call it the magic question. If everything was perfect and exactly how you would want it in your life right now, what would your life look like? And then that is essentially living from the end. So that's what I want you to kind of marinate in. What does your end look like? Hello, if you're joining, feel free to ask any manifesting related questions. I'll just be on here for a little while. We're out in nature again, and today we're talking about the fastest way to manifest, which is essentially just going straight to the end. Always going straight to the end. What does your end scene look like? Are you married? Are you with your specific person? Are you healthy? Are you wealthy? Are you traveling? Do you own your own home? Do you own your own company? What does the end look like? I work with a lot of clients and we do a lot of coaching sessions specifically on love, romantic relationships, your specific person. I do find that people have a lot more blocks there. Hello, Raja. Thank you for joining. Hi, everyone. Feel free to ask questions. I'll just be on here for a little while. But yeah, all things manifesting today, the fastest way to manifest. So relationships, I do find that people often have a lot of blocks and resistance because it's a very emotional journey. But when we're trying to manifest something like money or a house or a car or, even something like a physical object, we don't have a lot of resistance to that. And maybe we've manifested that easily before in the past, so we have a good story going along with it. But really, the only way to manifest anything, absolutely anything, including love, the love of your life, marriage, committed relationship, living with someone, is to just marinate in that end scene of what that feels like. What does it feel like when you wake up with someone in the morning? Do they bring you breakfast in bed? How do they make you feel? Are they complimenting you throughout the day? What are your love languages? Love languages is such a beautiful thing with psychology, just figuring out what works for you and what your partner likes as well, but just remembering that you're the only operant power. So you get to decide the story here. You get to decide how your partner treats you and how they show up for you, and we're always calling the best version forward of our specific person. Oh, I love this. Let's see, just to pass by, but wanted to say you matter more than you know. Keep going, you're doing great. You are so lovely, Luminous. Thank you so much for being here. That's gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. And if you guys want to let me know where you're from too, I'm in Australia. I'm in Victoria. I'm near, we call it the high country. It's near the mountains. And I'm so excited to just keep connecting and building this beautiful community all about manifesting and just knowing that, you're the operant power and we don't need to force anything, manipulate, or even take action in the 3D. We just go for it. We just go to the end. Johan, is it Johan? You slay, you slay. What a beautiful morning. Hello, everyone. I'm loving all the love. Thank you. I hope everyone's having a lovely day wherever you are. Let me know where you are. I'd love to know. Um, so yeah, going to the end. We don't even need to, you know, mess with the middle, think about the how, the when, the why. We just go to the end. And meditating can be a beautiful way to do this. Meditating, having beautiful inner conversations, especially with your specific person. Just stepping into the feeling state of how it feels now that you're rich, now that you're in love, now that you're married, now that you have everything that you desire. Often when we go to this end state, we feel relaxed, trusting, just really open to all the wonderful things coming in. And so remember that the 3D is just a reflection of what's going on internally in the 4D. So I think for most of our lives, we have always looked for evidence in the 3D, and we check the 3D to make sure that it's working, and we use it for validation. But really, the validation comes from internal in the 4D. So if you've got these beautiful stories going on where you're like, I'm always chosen, I'm worthy, I am everyone's priority, I'm respected, I'm loved, I'm adored, I'm always number one, everyone cherishes me, everyone is always putting me first. When you have this beautiful story going, having this high concept of yourself, self-concept, self-love, people are going to show up that way. So everything is essentially a story. So we want to marinate and saturate ourselves in this beautiful new story and let go of anything that's not working for us. So I work through a lot of this with clients in coaching sessions. We do one-on-one sessions. They go for half an hour or an hour. And we really just dive deep into, what the current story is, what the blocks are. We move through the blocks, we come up with a plan, a solid plan, and we commit to a new story. And it's such a refreshing, grounding, inspiring and empowering experience to have coaching. And it just really helps you to recenter and reevaluate where you're at, and also get really clear about what you want and what you don't want, which is really important. So yeah, coaching sessions they're really fun, they're really relaxed, they're really deep. I'll actually go really deep in sessions with clients, and it can be a very moving experience. Sometimes there's a lot of tears, but and that's great. Sometimes we need to just let that out. So yeah, it's never a bad thing to release your emotions and explore where you're at with your emotions. I mean, we're human. We're so emotional all the time. Everything's emotional. So yeah, I offer live coaching, and I love working with everyone. I am absolutely loving it. And I love this platform because we can just connect all over the world, and that is such a beautiful thing. The other thing that I offer are 7-day challenges. They're really intense and they get results really fast. I have one about manifesting a specific person, one about healing your inner child, and one about self-concept. If you've got low self-esteem, or you're just not even sure where you're at, who you are, or if you believe in manifesting. Those 3 are really intense 7-day challenges. They have daily meditations, inner conversations, daily introduction videos of the topics. They're really in depth and they're really fantastic. And I've had so many positive responses from clients who use the 7-day challenges as a tool just to sort of step back into knowing that you're the operant power. Charlie, hello. Thank you for the love. This is such a room of love today. Sending so much love back to everyone. I appreciate it so much. And let me know where you're from and what time it is where you are. I'm just sort of coming on here every day. It's the morning for me, but I'm happy to come on a couple of times a day, just seeing where everyone's at, the time zones. I'd love to be doing this daily. This is my plan. Thank you for the love. So nice. Um, and then another offering that I have is a 21-day challenge, and this is about getting communication from your specific person. So a lot of the times we're just wanting to test out manifesting, seeing if it works. We want to have that communication and contact from our specific person. And this 21-day challenge is just, you know, it's all about manifesting that and knowing that you are the operant power and that you're in charge and that everyone and everything around you is basically reflecting you. So there's nothing really else going on. You're the operant power. Everyone is just mirroring you, reflecting what your inner story is, what's going on in your 4D. So your 4D, if you're new to the manifesting world, it's just the internal stories that we have going on about ourselves and about everyone else around us. So we want to keep this story just so beautiful, you know, where you are truly loved, you're the priority, you're living in the end wish fulfilled state where you know that you get everything that you want, you are chosen, you're worthy, everyone is devoted to you, everyone is dedicated to your happiness and joy. And you know, sometimes people are like, well, is this, you know, manipulation or mind games, yada yada, but essentially what we're doing is we're calling the best versions forward of everyone around us. So we're actually, you know, doing a service for everyone around us because we're calling everyone's best selves, best versions forward. And we're experiencing that too. And everybody wants to be their best selves and living their best life. So it really is a win-win for everyone when you're in this, you know, end state, just calling the best of everyone forward to come to you. So manifesting in a nutshell is it's really about your stories. What are the stories that you have going on? And what is your end state? So we always want to be walking around living in our end state. Okay, we already have everything that we desire now. It's done. I already have the bag, you know, the Chanel bag, if you're into that. If you want a Chanel bag, you imagine you already have the Chanel bag, and how does that feel? Ah, it's so relaxed. You've got it. You don't have to go out there and take effort and search for it and buy it. Same when you're in a loving, committed relationship. Okay, I'm in a loving, deep, beautiful, connective, incredible soulmate connection relationship. How do I feel? Most likely relaxed, trusting, calm, just really going with the flow. You're not out there taking any effort, making any action, trying to prove yourself, trying to prove your worthiness, trying to show the other person, look how good I am, you know, choose me, choose me. You are just simply loving your life. It's already done. You already have it. You're living in that world now. And so when you marinate in that 4D story, whichever 4D story you're choosing, that's what will then reflect in the 3D. And it is amazing how quickly it can happen too when you just let go and you trust and allow and you don't try and plug into the how and the when party. You just allow it to come to you in the perfect timing. And there's been so many instances in my life where manifestations have come in ways that I couldn't have even imagined, and I was like, wow, that was amazing. Couldn't have thought that one up. So there's a lot of magic in the way that your manifestations can come to you, which is really exciting. But I think I will head off shortly. But if anyone has any questions, if you have any manifesting questions, anything you want to know, feel free to post and I'll answer them. I'll just be on for a few more minutes. But I'm excited to come on here every day and connect with you and love being in nature. I will turn the camera around so you can see me in the coming days. That's my plan. I'm just loving being out in nature and meditating here and just sort of opening up this space to chat. And it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful community. So thank you for joining me. Thank you. All right. So just to recap, the fastest way to manifest, just go to the end. Just live in the end, live in your end state. It's already done. Relax, trust, allow. Let it come in its own perfect timing and way. We don't need to figure out the how and the when. Just marinate in your end state and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. I will come back on here tomorrow. And if you leave any comments in here, I'll be sure to answer them after the video. But have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, beautiful people.